Good morning. I have a bunch of book related things to get done this week, and I thought it would be kind of fun to bring you along with me. Sorry if my cat is making some noise. She was begging to be let in, and I couldn't say no. So I have some new floating bookshelves coming in tomorrow that need to be put up. So that means books need to be reorganized and moved around. So that's exciting. I have new books that need to be scanned into my bookshelves, and I want to rearrange my Goodreads a little bit. I don't really like how it's set up right now. I have a hard time finding things on it. So I think that needs to change a little bit. And then I also have a new Kindle case and a new pop socket coming in this week. So maybe I'll show you me decorating that and putting that together a little bit too. That might be fun. But first, I'm going to scan all these books in so that they will all be organized and in the correct order for me to put them on the new shelves, and then I don't have to do too much with them when the new shelves come in. So I'll jump right into that and then talk about what app I use and all of that stuff, so that if you're interested in something like that, maybe you can use it, I guess. It's too early for this. I'm doing this before I go to work because I have a later shift today, so I'm still a little groggy, but it needs to be done. Okay, so to scan all of my books and organize them into shelves and get them organized in the way that I want them, I do them by genre and then by author alphabetically. I use an app called Bookshelf. I will show you what it looks like. This is what it looks like. And then I'll put a clip up of me using it. Maybe I'll scoot over a little bit for that. I basically just have a shelf for each genre, and then I scan the barcode, or I go to a search and I search for the book, and then the book pops up. I say add to shelf, I click my bookshelf, and then I get to go into my filters and I say by author, and then it has them all organized by author. It's nice and easy. I have been really loving using it. It does have a pro version that you pay for. I do not pay for that. I use the free version with ads. I don't mind ads. I really don't mind them. They just pop up every once in a while, and I click no thank you, and they go away. It's not that bad, but it is a pretty nice app. I have a little shelf for all the books that I borrow. So any book that my parents lend to me that I read, any book that I get from the library, any book that I have for book club that is a borrowed book, anything like that. You can go in and put in your rating, how long it took for you to read it, so your start date and end date. It's really nice for tracking and that kind of stuff. It's not a very in-depth anything like Goodreads, Storygraph, or anything like that. And it's not like a social kind of thing. It's just for you. But they do have half-star ratings if that is something that's important to you. Not very important to me, but it's pretty nice for somebody who's just kind of trying to see where their books should go on their shelf for just them. And I really like that I can organize by individual shelves, because I am going to be having a bunch of different shelves around my room now. And right now, even if I have multiple shelves around, like I have my Shatter Me over here on a separate shelf, I still have it in fantasy on my bookshelf app. I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it its own shelf and change that so that I can see it on its own and know that it's not in here with the rest of these. That way I'm not getting confused. It's not clogging up all of my fantasy on there. And then that way it's also not showing gaps in where the author would be on that shelf, because I really don't like when there are gaps there and I need to skip over books that aren't actually on the shelf. But it is a really nice app, and I do really enjoy using it, and it is really easy to use. So if you're interested in something like that, I definitely recommend it. I believe I will have another video up sometime soon of all the different apps that I use, and it will definitely be featured there, and I will definitely talk about it a little bit more. So I hope you enjoyed the little clip of me scanning my books and putting them in all of their individual shelves. And next I'm going to rearrange my Goodreads shelves, which is not going to be as fun. So wish me luck on that one. Hello. I just sneezed, so I'm sorry if you had to be blasted in the ears by that. Oh my gosh. But, so, next on my list is redoing my Goodreads. This one I'm really not excited for, but it needs to be done. My Goodreads has been annoying me for way too long. It's so difficult for me to find books. I have so many books that I have on my shelf that I don't have on my Goodreads because I add them and then I just don't bother to put them on my Goodreads. I feel like I don't use my Goodreads efficiently enough, and I'm sick of it. So, my plan of attack is I'm going to keep my want to read shelf, and those are going to be all the books that I do not have but want to get eventually. I will have one shelf called physical TBR for all the books that I physically own and want to read, and then I will have a Kindle TBR shelf for all the books that I have on my Kindle and have not read yet. Nice and simple, easy to navigate in my mind. I already have a DNF shelf for all the books that I did not finish. I just moved them over there. That way, if I change my mind, I can always just move them back to currently reading. So, nice and easy. Oh, hello. It's my kitty. She did not want to be featured this time. But I will feature a little clip. I'll move over again. It will feature a little clip here of me making the new shelves. And Goodreads actually, on the mobile app at least, has this really cool feature where you can search a book by taking a picture of it, which is super cool for when you have a physical book. And it also makes it super easy to put your physical shelf on your Goodreads. So I 100% am utilizing that for my physical TBR shelf. When I discovered this feature, it made my life so much easier because I'm someone who really, really likes to have that specific version that I own displayed on my Goodreads. And I hate when I can't find the specific one that I own on Goodreads, because sometimes there's like differences in like the number of pages or things like that, and it bothers me. It really, really bothers me. But, you know, that's just how it is sometimes. Now, I've had this Goodreads for a long, long time. I think I made my Goodreads when I was like in high school. And I never really used it. I didn't write reviews. I would just put star reviews in. And I didn't really like how I used it when I started reading again, and I made my social medias and I started getting really into doing all of this. So I kind of deleted everything that I did and I started redoing it. I kept some of the stuff that I did, and I tried putting in a bunch of the books I knew I had already read. Obviously, I can't remember every single book that I've read in my life, but I did put a bunch of the ones that I have read in and the ones that I remembered. But a bunch of them are probably just going to have to be rereads, sadly. But I'm okay with that. You know, it's been such a long time since I've read a lot of these books that I think I need a fresh mind for them. And I'm okay with that. And I think that my reviews since the first time I've read them will definitely have changed. I'm older now. I'm a different person now. And I think it's okay for your view on books to change, especially when like the content is made for a younger person or it's made to change with age. Yeah, I don't want to get like way deep into this. This is not that kind of video. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed changing my Goodreads a little bit with me. I think the next time you see me, we will be putting up new bookshelves. So that will be exciting. And I will see you then. Goodbye. See you tomorrow. So, my new Kindle case and my pop socket are finally here. So, I want to decorate my Kindle. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to redecorate my Kindle, and it's going to be fun. My bookshelves are also here, but I'm going to have my dad help me put them up. So that project is going to have to wait for the weekend. So you'll have to wait for this weekend to help me with that, sadly. But, oh well, for now, we're going to decorate my Kindle. So hopefully that'll be fun. Okay, so we officially have new hanging shelves up, and that means it is time to move books around and rearrange books. I already moved books in my bookshelf app, and I have an idea of how I want to rearrange them. So now we're going to do that. All of my invisible hanging shelves are just going to have series on them. So like my Shatter Me series is going on one, Throne of Glass is going on one, Akatar is going on one, and then Fourth Wing is going on one. So that's those four. And then my hanging corner shelves, I have one corner shelf that's going to have my nonfiction books, and then I have 3 shelves in one corner above my bed that is going to be my Stephen King corner. So, very exciting. I'm going to show just like a little bit of me putting books on these shelves. So, hope you enjoy that. I think this is like the last thing that we're going to do in this little like bookish vlog. So, I guess I'll talk to you again when I'm done rearranging all the books. We're also going to rearrange these books on the bookshelves behind me, so you'll see a little bit of that. I think I'm going to split up my romance books. I think I'm going to split them up by dark romance and then just like regular romance. I'm still debating that though, so we'll see. I guess you'll see when I finally make that decision, because you'll see which ones are missing from the shelf. But I'm going to go do that now so that I can finish it up, because I have a book club Christmas party to go to after this. I have cheese fondue to make too. All right, well, the bookshelf rearranging is almost done. It's pretty much done. I only have these 2 books left to put in their spot, just because I somehow forgot them while I was rearranging everything else. The one I'm most proud of is my little Stephen King corner above my bed. I'll put a little picture right here. I'm super, super proud of it. I really, really like how it turned out. And I'm really relieved to have the project done and over with. And look at all the room I have on my shelves now. Like, I have room for more books, which is probably not what I needed, but it's an excuse to get more, which I really, really didn't need. But I'm going to use it to my advantage anyway. I think I'm going to take you along just a little bit to my book club Christmas party as a little wrap up to my bookish vlog. So that will be just kind of added on to the end. So I will do my little outro now, and then you can see that at the very end. So until next time, happy reading, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.